Grand Rising. I wanted to share this a bit. I think back in 2019, not 2020, I had a court hearing in regards to my apartment complex, and it went in my favor. So I went on this dating site, long story, met this guy, and I didn't know he lived in the community. He was telling me some things about the cameras in my apartment. By this time, it's 7 years, right? Oh, about 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 4 years by this time. He said there's cameras in my light fixture, in my bathroom. He said all kind of different stuff. There was a plant hook up in the ceiling, you know, to pretend it was a plant hook. They took it down, you know, in my apartment. It was an audio and camera deal. So long story. He told me that my identification was missing, but he said in so many ways. And then I asked him how he know all these different things, and he said he used to be a maintenance guy. Turns out he lived near within the community. And me, I turned my phone in because they had shut down my phone, which is the sheriff department, and the people upstairs above me at that time, who was on my phone listening to my conversation. They, what's it called? I forgot that device they use. But they want to shut your phone down. So anyways, long story, he said, yeah, I have an ATM card. No, he said something about an ATM card that talks to themselves. And remind you, this is with the introduction of tap, you know, the tap ATM cards. It has a little speaker thing on it, or whatever, you know, like the sound. But they didn't know because most of the people in that community were on SSI, so they didn't have that option. And I'm like, oh, you mean the tap method? He says, no, my card speaks to me when I put it into the ATM. So when they took my identification, my social security card, birth certificate, my bank card, and everything else, this was my coffee table. That's what he was talking about. And I told him about my car and everything. He said, oh, you can buy another card, a bunch of stuff. So this person, he said he used to work for the property management as a maintenance in Elk Grove, California. And I said, huh. He was a nice guy, and he wanted me to teach him how to read more and, you know, all kind of shit. I was planning on doing it because I met him on a dating site. But see, every time I was on the computer, my landline, my home phone was all hooked up to the office. That's what they do in that community. And then secondly, I wanted to say that whoever knows, if anybody's trying to hire a hit person or murder a person, you're an accessory and you can get life in prison as well. So I suggest all these commentaries and about hits and murder and poison, that if you know about it and you never told anybody as far as law enforcement, because we can't trust law enforcement in my town, but anything higher up, feds or anything, then you're an accessory to the crime. So you better think about it. It's not a game, you know, unless all these indications of this is all theatrical, which most of it is anyway. They just mock people. But I'm just saying this, that the part of it with my identification, it was my property management, and he paid the girl who assaulted me, that gave me a kind of a contusion on my right eye, Angela Jackson, because she bragged about it, but they're gonna go buy them some cars. The management gave them a big envelope, because I be up early in the morning, because I don't sleep at night. And she left empty-handed, came up with a big, thick envelope. And he told everybody to wake up. They're gonna buy them a car. So Warren Smith was part of that. And it's very unfortunate that those lowlifes, see, they've been doing a lot of bad things for years, getting over, paying people under the table, flattening people's tires, ruining their car, going in their cars. Even the fire department does it, the sheriff do it. The sheriff works hand in hand. They have a community partnership, as they call it, and the sheriffs will help the property management destroy people's cars, go in their apartments, give them extra keys. These they call universal keys. I mean, I tell you, And speaking of that, I remember my brother was telling me in 2021, when my mom had passed, he came over. He just come over, but he's been in my apartment before. I felt it. And so anyway, he said, I got keys to everything you want. What kind of key you want? I'm like, I started laughing like it was a joke. Turns out, at night in that community, they have a locksmith making keys all night long. They have the, what's those car, they had the house key people, then they had the, people who make car keys, fobs and shit. Oh yeah, I know, that's why they want me to shut up. That's why they wanted to keep harassing me and threatening me and all kind of shit. You know, Warren Smith should be arrested. That's why he can pay all them taxes back, because, you know, like I said, even for my skin on my back, I was in the hospital and they said, you have black spots on your back. I said, oh yeah, I'm itching hella bad. But see, I know when I'm exposed to mold and mildew, that's when they come up. And that's how it happened when I was in North Highlands. I never had this shit before in my life until I moved to North Highlands. And other places had mold and mildew. Oh, I got proof. So anyways, the nigga nurse said, I said, yeah, can I get some cream for my back? I have some black spots. And he said, I don't see anything on your back. I took a picture of my back last night and tonight. And I tell you, it's all over my back, middle back, my butt, back of my legs, just on my backside. And I think that's part of why I couldn't breathe either, like COPD. You know, of course fluid too, but I think that's part of it. And it itch hella bad, you know. Plus too, you know, I can't say too much, but anyway, yeah. I'm still distraught. They say PTSD because I was minding my own business, trying to start my own business, create generational wealth. You know, I was on the move. I was looking for a place to rent a building at the time, you know, to do like webinars or shit like that, or on-site classes or shit like that. And, you know, they hate to see you thrive. See, that community, they want you to be at a certain level. They don't want you to work. They feel if you're on a certain lifestyle, that's good for them. Like the rumor has, oh, she got money, she got this, she got that. And if I did, so what? What to you? They're jealous. You know what I mean? Or they'll say, oh yeah, she's trying to get over on the system. Oh, these big corporations trying to get over the system. I have so much information. Yeah, they took my hard drives because the guy I met online back in 2019, 2020, when he told me about the hard drives, whatever, I was like, I couldn't believe it until my son was telling me his computer fell apart. You know, the shell. And they took the hard drive from the school computer. And my family knew about it too, but didn't say shit about it. Because they thought, oh, she'll get money. My brother was behind it too. So, but anyways, the guy who was telling me, he said, yeah, you know, they took your memories out of your computers. And I said, for what? And he started laughing about FBI profiler. And I said, FBI profiler? I said, they better have a warrant. Because, you know, somebody had took my mom's and my dad's picture off my bookshelf. I don't know who did that anyway. But I was trying to see something. So I said, if the FBI take my mom and dad picture, you know, whatever, like, what is it to them? You know what I mean? But it wasn't. It was them. They were trying to scare me up. Because my younger brother, his girlfriend, is some type of property manager over in the Arden area. Oh yeah, I got the information. And I believe, you know, it's in my opinion, that she's giving out information for people's addresses. Because they have access to the system. Address, phone number, where they're living. Because I was wondering